Egypt foreign minister issued a statement that Egypt recognized the importance of considering the U.S. administration's initiative for the perspective of the importance of the achieving the resolution of the Palestinian issues, thus restoring to the Palestinian people their full legitimate right to the establishment of the sovereign independent state in the Palestinian occupied territory in accordance with the international legitimacy and the resolution, and that Egypt calls on the two relevant parties to undertake a careful and thorough consideration of the U.S. vision to achieve peace and open channel of dialogues under U.S. auspicious for the assumption of the negotiation. France's foreign minister initially said is at in a statement France welcomed President Trump's enforced values and will study closely the peace agreement he has presented. On January 30, President Macron said, I believe in two sovereignties when asked by a Le Figaro newspaper whether he believed in two states and suggested the plan could struggle to get off the ground. He said, you need to be two to make peace. You can't get there with just one side. Iran Foreign Minister Javed Zarif said that so-called visions for peace is simply the dream project of the bankruptcy-ridden real estate developer and referred to it as a nightmare for the region and the world. Jordan expressed open opposition to the plan. Its foreign minister said that the only path to comprehensive and lasting Middle East peace was the establishment of an independent Palestinian state based on a land captured by Israel in 1967 war and with East Jerusalem as its capital. On 3rd March 2020, Jordan Prime Minister said about the plan, is the world willing to accept this? Do we realize where we are pushing Israel, Palestine, the region and the world, and the warned that Jordan peace treaty with Israel was potentially at risk. Kuwait parliament had decided to boycott the Bahrain conference, the only Gulf state to do so. In response, Kuwait foreign minister stated that we accept what our Palestinian brothers accept. The Kuwaiti government appointed its first ambassador to Palestine shortly thereafter. After the announcement of the complete plan, the foreign ministry showed appreciation towards U.S. efforts for peace but added that a complete and fair solution is only possible if it follows international community terms and decisions on mainly an independent and sovereign state on June 4, 1967 border with its capital in East Jerusalem. Morocco foreign minister stated that the Morocco appreciates the U.S. plans, adding that the acceptance by the parties is fundamental to the implementation and sustainability of the plan. Qatar foreign minister stated that Qatar affirmed its readiness to provide the required support for any endeavors within these foundations to resolve the Palestinian issue. Peace cannot be sustainable unless the rights of Palestinian peoples to establish an independent and sovereign state on the 1967 borders, including East Jerusalem, and to return to their lands are safeguarded. Russia. In an initial official response, presidential spokesperson Dmitry Peskov raised doubts about the plan, noting its plan enough that some of these plan provisions do not fully correspond to the relevant resolution by the United Security Council and nothing the opposition of the Palestinian and Arab state. Saudi Arabia Foreign Minister said in a statement the kingdom appreciate the efforts of the President Trump administration to develop a comprehensive peace plan between the Palestinian and Israel sides and encourage the start of direct peace negotiations between the Palestinian and Israel sides under the auspices of the United States. King Salman has repeatedly stated that Saudi Arabia will not support any settlement that fails to create an independent Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. Turkey's foreign minister criticized the plan and said it was aimed at stealing Palestinian land. United Arab Emirates, the ambassador issued a statement that the plan offered an important starting point for a return to negotiation within the US-led international framework. United Kingdom Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab initially issued a statement cautiously welcoming the release of U.S. proposal for peace between Israel and Palestinians. Subsequently, on January 31st, Raab, in response to talk to the annexation, warned against any unilateral moves. Other reactions on 3rd February 2020, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation rejected the plan and calls of the all member states not to engage with this plan or to cooperate with this U.S. administration in the implementing it in any forms. According to the Christianity Today, the reaction in the Christian world was mixed. The plan was criticized by many Middle Eastern Christians, including by Christian at Nazat Evangelical College, Gaza Baptist Church, and Presbyterian Church of the Aleppo and Arab Baptist Theological Seminary in the Beirut. The plan was praised by the Christian at Christians United for Israel and Bison Divinity School in Alabama. The reaction among American Jewish groups was mixed. J Street criticized the plan while AIP praised it. A number of the conditions have been denounced as unachievable. On February 23, 2020, Pope Francis sat at a meeting of the bishops from all countries in the Mediterranean basin, nor can we overlook the still unresolved conflict between Israel and Palestine, with the danger of the inequalities solution and hence a prelude to new crisis. In an open letter published by The Guardian, 50 former European Prime Minister and the former minister condemned the plan, saying it would create an apartheid-like situation in occupied Palestinian territory. According to the Nathan Terrell, Middle East analyst for the International Crisis Group, both Clinton and the subsequent Trump plan confined a Palestinian majority to an area less than a quarter of the mandate Palestine for Rashid Khalidi, rather than being a new deal for the 21st century. Trump's plan follows a much older colonial pattern set long ago by Great Britain and pursued by the United States.